Alright guys, I'm screwed. I'm not screwed, but I got so much extra work to do now. I took the balancer back off and I tried to just chase it with a bottom tap and try to cut the threads out and straighten them out. And it did work further back, but the first, I don't know, maybe third of these threads are gone. They're wasted. There's nothing. As I was putting this in, this thing was so sloppy. And it continued to be sloppy until I got to about here. And then it tightened up, and then I actually just bottomed it out to here. So deep down in there, I know I got good thread, but we're going to use the Healy coil. We have to repair it. So I went out and bought the freaking $40 kit, which, I don't know. This just pisses me off altogether. It was a simple job, and it ended up becoming a freaking nightmare. So I got the kit. 7/16 20. Home Depot doesn't have it. AutoZone doesn't have it. Advanced Auto doesn't have it. There's only one place in my city that's like an old place that's been established for quite some time. You got it right on the shelf. So sometimes the big box stores are just what they are. Big box stores. All right, so we're gonna pull that balancer back off, and I'm gonna try to tap the crank and try to get this in there with some blue Loctite, and hopefully that will work. I went out. These are the original. This is the original bolt. I went out and got some grade 8 bolts. It's weird. It's just a weird size. The guy at the hardware store, also Home Depot doesn't carry any of this stuff. Neither does AutoZone either. I went there. So I went to this old hardware store. This guy has everything and anything. So pretty much those are the sizes. I'm a little past and I'm a little shy. So I know I have plenty of room in that crank now, so I'm going to use the longer bolt. And I bought another one just in case for oopsies. So we have that set up. So pulling the balancer back off, and I'm going to try to use the Healy coil. Alright, I taped off the snout of the crankshaft so nothing gets in there. For a 7/16 20, they want 29/64 is the drill bit size. So that's what I have. I got the air chuck, and the hole is there, so hopefully I can get this in nice and square and just drill this nice and square. And we're gonna see. So I'll bring you back when I'm getting ready to go. A little bit of cutting oil. Okay. There goes the anxiety. Hello? Yeah, I'm home. Alright. Alright, I'm starting to tap this thing. It appears to be going in straight. It's following my hole. I'm doing a couple turns, backing it out, and I'm just going to work it right down to the end of the crankshaft like this. seems to be square, which is big. It's nice and new, so it's nice and sharp. It's actually cutting really nice. So I'm just going to work that back and forth in and out, blow it out, and keep following it all the way down in. Alright, my brother came over, we got to talking and working on it together, and I forgot to film, but what happened was, I tapped it, I sent the Healy coil in, I kind of honed out, there was a little ledge, little lip on the inside of the harmonic balancer shaft, so I kind of took some flat disc, and I took the burr off, and then I just took some Scotch-Brite, and I just polished the whole inside of that sleeve that slides over the crank snout. Put a bolt on it with the nut and with the washer, worked it on. It went on nice and easy. Not easy, but it went on as it normally should, and it did. That worked out fine. And then what happened was I spun it out, and then I started to put the bottom pulley on, and I don't know if I inserted the Healy coil in deep enough, but it hooked it, and it pulled some of the spring out, so I had to pull that Healy coil out, and I had to put another one in. I had to actually drive it in further than what it was initially, and we got that in. And then the bolt I had, I wasn't going to use the strip bolt that I originally used, the factory bolt, so the ones that I got, there were different sizes, so I had to nip a little bit off one of the grade 8 bolts, and I used that, put some blue Loctite. There's all blue Loctite on all of this, and I actually got it to crank to 60 pounds, foot-pounds, so I torqued that up, and it locked up, so it's right where it's got to be. So now I'm just going to take the rest of this assembly and just put it all together and see what happens, and toast too. So sorry I didn't do any footage of it, but like I said, my brother showed up and he was giving me a hand, and we just started moving and going, and then there was no thought of me ever just putting upload and hitting record. But I'm back. He's gone, and so now it's just like essentially just a water pump now, and just reassemble everything. Alright guys, so I'll bring it back when I have the water pump on and all the bracketry all redone and everything kind of routed and done. I'm not going to do a long boring video of me putting together each aspect of this. We're just going to put it all back together, fill up the radiator, and we're going to give it a start and see what happens. And then I'll bring you back when it's ready to stop. Running. I got a lifter tapping now. Without that gear drive, there's all kinds of noises I'm hearing. Exhaust leaks and lifter tapping on this side. So I got to take that cover off and noodle with it, see what the hell's tapping. Hope I didn't flatten out a lifter. It's right over here somewhere. Check. But nothing's leaking. Everything seems to be all right. No more whining. Got to see what that tapping's all about, but other than that, it actually got a crisper throttle response now. Alright, so with that being said, I think hopefully this will hold out. Gonna top it off with the antifreeze, the cap back on. Got about 45 pounds of oil pressure. This went down to about 35 pounds since the warm-up, but yeah, I hope this is it. I mean, it was a matter of me, the preference of not hearing the line. I went through all this trouble, hope it lasts, take it easy on it, and we're going to start the next video series, me putting that rear end and good old bubber over there. So this is Mark from 2nd Gen. Disaster reverted, maybe, hopefully. And thank everybody for watching, commenting, subscribing, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.